We have a extended version of these messages coming out in a little bit, but for my TikTok viewers, particularly who might not go to YouTube, and for anybody who wants the short version, I decided to share with all of you this lovely channeled guidance messages for our new moon coming up and for the Lionsgate portal. So it is about love and self and relationships. And when you do know true love, you love to take a leap of faith, because you don't need to heal anymore from any of those emotionally charging childhood things. You do know how to believe and be yourself, and you enjoy playing with people and being, therefore, a person who can rise above the fray. You use your left and your right mode. You like to be the authentic you. And so your relationships, you want to be able and be, whether you are polyamory, monoamory, a mystic, not a mystic, okay? And so accepting that is easy at this point, and sharing that is what you're looking forward to with this new moon, the rest and rejuvenate. So how do we get to be ourselves? It's easy. You're in your social engagement system, and that's why spiritual self-help works for those people who want to be there. Use your human name, one with community. And you do know that every person out there, including yourself, is a limitless possibility, that you write the fate of destiny, which is also why we don't hold our twin flame or flames or soulmates hostage. A true divine feminine doesn't act as if we know the one. We know the one. But we also know that the divine masculine and masculines have their own embodied experience. And so they're going to be doing their journey so that they can get to their generous spirit, which is why the roaring lion is like Simba's father, who teaches him about the balance. And divine masculine, divine feminine know about this infinite balance, the essence of love and life in form, and that which we can experience as two people who know what it's like to have sweet, sweet, sweet results. In fact, the results are not results. So when you are with that someone who makes every day a beautiful day, that love lifts you up higher. Okay? And that's where it's not only a rebirth of you again and again and again. It is an active expansion, infinity and Fibonacci consciousness brain, okay? So when you have wholeness, you have people who are flexible, adaptive, coherent, energized, and stable. So when we let go, we don't let go of anyone by splitting up or rupturing. We actively share what is going on emotionally, and we talk about things, and then we hug it out. We hug like any innocent human being will hug. And we don't reclaim power by yelling in a screen or yelling at someone. Okay, those people who go into structural dissociation, they can use a good therapist like Terry Real for their couples. That's not 5D collective. Here we do know that we are two people and or more who can work it out, because we have thoughts and emotions and we share them. Again, turning wisdom into knowledge. So the new moon is bringing to you those who you get to talk about your past with. You get to experience a new set of, depends on your story. Some of you have people from the past returning and some of you don't, but your past, you're carrying it and you enjoy sharing that because you have gratitude and grace for all that has been with your twin flame, flames and soulmates and your oversoul and what will be. And so that's where we are solidifying at this moment in time, romantically speaking, those who will share with you from the depths of their being, independently differentiated selves. I have thoughts and emotions of Maria's. You have your own. I'm a mystic. You might not be. I'm polyamory. You might not be. I'm a securely attached person. You might be still learning that. We're going to talk like functional adults. Okay, so we won't be indifferent and cold and use the mood. It's not how it works. We get to be gentle. We get to be soft. We get to be like Bambi's mother, not like the father. Father's not actively at all what a masculine will be. A real masculine is playful. A real feminine is playful. That's because a whole person is playful. Krishna Lila, that is the embodiment of you in your social engagement system in an integrated brain, and that's a restorative embodiment, self-aware, accountable, and regulating life, which is what spiritual self-help work is all about. Self-help, personal development. If you don't want to do emotions, then you won't be here. You'll be with the people who talk about controlling emotions or how you lose people in Dark Night of the Soul and Shadow and da-da-da-da. our time outs are not alone. Our time outs are actively with the expanding piece of consciousness that we marry, laughing together in the nighttime while we're getting more and more blissful by the miracles that are endless in the relationship, because building a truly romantic, loving relationship, again, of people, man, woman, they, it is going to be, and it always is, full of bliss. Independently. That means healthy boundaries. So it doesn't mean you're always around each other, not around each other. Nobody gets clinging or clingy. If we get afraid, we talk about it, but we trust in the magic of being able to come together again and again and again. So we don't act, again, as if we are in love. We actively are in love, and not because you get in love, but because you are love. And as the feminines know how to nurture, the masculines know how to nurture too, because nurturing means that we get to equally be in a prefrontal cortex, whereas the safe haven, secure base of each other, that 1-year-old doesn't get moody, the 3-year-old also. And if there are moments where some of those of you who for sure are still working through childhood stuff, that's actively the most amazing thing, is you have someone, and or more than just someone, who can be a secure attachment figure, a safe haven, secure base. And that is because of being able to have had, though, the conversation. And what I've noticed, people who don't know how to tell that loving consistently, those who don't know this, they actively use words like love bombing, they use words like clingy, they confuse what consistent love is. And so let me break it down. Consistent love is two people who welcome each other, nurturing, divine feminine, divine masculine. We each have divine feminine in your body, divine masculine in your mind, how I break it down here. Your masculine is your left, the chit-chatter breaks things down, looks for right and wrong, but since you work with the right, you don't look for right or wrong. That's the Cuscos. That's a left brainer is what I call them. That's an adaptive child. They make it about their self. They come in not with curiosity, openness, acceptance, or love. Okay, so when you come in with COLE is the acronym, thanks Daniel Siegel, you're in your present. That's being in the now. So here at IHP, we learn all about doing more of that, dealing with unknowns, uncertainties, unexpecteds with someone. From within me, here's what I'm crying about, here's what I'm anxious about, here's what I'm going to be able to tell you all of this, and you're going to listen to me as I go with the flow. You're not going to interrupt me. And I'm not going to actively be upset, though if you do, I'm going to say, wait, I'm still finishing, okay? So functional adults, they continue to say, wait, I'm not done expressing my emotions, I'm not done expressing my thoughts, I would like to keep talking, and that's not in a defensive way. And so nobody's like, oh, you hurt my feelings, you didn't listen to me. It's, I'm trying to talk, so let me finish, and then we'll get to, okay? And that's what happens. And so when you're deepening a bond, and when you are chosen and you're choosing divine masculine, divine feminine, again, you'll know what you are. I'm a divine feminine. I know who a true divine masculine is. And he will be a nurturer. That means he knows how to wait in his prefrontal cortex as I finish, and he's actively, his amygdala, interested in ensuring that I feel nurtured. So the ears are open. Now, if they have instead a Cusco attitude, then I got a masculine that's not whole just yet. They're still working through inner child parts and their stuff that is theirs because they didn't hear that they're coming at me with a passive aggressive tone or a little, smart ass tone, and that's something that we can say something about, but sometimes we don't have to, okay? And so you work out the depth of the relationship by talking. No splinters or ruptures that can separate any of people. So right now, those who have separated, it's because they're walking different paths, but we have others who will be coming together with this new moon, with our lovely, again, Lionsgate portal, and we haven't extended. It'll be, some messages are the same, but there's a lot more that isn't. So if you want, later on, tune in. It's going to be about 45 minutes, so you could watch it over the weekend. I decided, like I said, to share with you a brief short with the cards and for my TikTok community. So again, coming over to HP on YouTube for the lovely spiritual, self-help, personal development. All of you who want to be yourself, authentic self, is unconsciously loving, with integrity, with our flaws. Lovely Jesus taught it to me. Christ consciousness is the integrated brain, at least at IHP. And we welcome healing trauma 1% at a time and having relationships that are functionally